Few things are more blatantly American than the Ford Mustang. It's a car designed for the everyman, an affordable opportunity to make your daily drives fun. It's a car that turns the open road into an adventure, whether it be your commute to work, or a run through the curving mountains, or simply a Sunday ride on the empty highway. The car is designed for one reason: to have fun. Now, I used to own a 2010 Mustang GT, equipped with a 4.6 liter V8 and a 5-speed manual transmission. It was an absolute blast to drive. However, what if it didn't have that classic American V8 rumble, or even a stick shift? Like many car enthusiasts, buying a V6 Mustang wasn't an option for me. But you know what? Maybe, just maybe, the V6 Mustang doesn't deserve the poor reputation it gets in the car community. Maybe there's a reason there's so many of them on the road. I'm Soda Pop, this is The Left Pedal, and today we're going to ask the age-old question: is a V6 Mustang worth it? This little red 2007 Mustang Convertible belongs to my beautiful girlfriend. This car is her introduction to fun cars, and honestly, it's pretty much the perfect vehicle for that. Before we get into the details of it, let's talk about the decision-making process of buying this car versus its V8 counterpart. I bought my Mustang GT because it had enough horsepower to make me smile, it delivered reliable performance, and it was easy to work on and modify. My girlfriend, on the other hand, bought her V6 because it was much more affordable, it was a lot more fun than her old economy car, and she looks hot in it. So the first point we're going to touch on is performance. Obviously, with its smaller engine, the V6 isn't going to throw you back in your seat the way a GT would. But that doesn't mean it's not a fun car to drive. Just about any rear-wheel drive car is going to give you a good time behind the wheel. The Mustang solid rear axle isn't the best for carving out sharp corners, but it does a great job of delivering your power instantly. The 4-liter overhead cam V6 made a respectable 210 brake horsepower from the factory, and it took the car from 0 to 60 miles an hour in about 6.5 to 7 seconds. Not half bad. Unless you're strictly looking for that genuine muscle car performance, honestly, that's probably plenty fast, especially for a car you can now get for under $5,000. The handling of this car isn't bad by any means. I'm thoroughly enjoying tearing up this curvy road. At weighing in at over 3,400 pounds, it's not a lightweight car. It's got a little bit of body roll, and even on the V6, the tail end has a tendency to whip out. But it's not a Honda S2000, it's not a Mazda Miata. It's a Mustang, that's part of the fun. It should feel a little bit dangerous. The V6 is well-mannered enough to really enjoy pushing to the limit. Like I said, it's no featherweight Japanese roadster, but it handles, and it looks good doing it. The car is a retro dream. It's got that classic flat nose, round headlights, even the wheels resemble that of the incredibly popular 60s Mustangs. You can't mistake a Stang for any other car. Cosmetic styling is objective, sure, but even if you don't like the way it looks, you're never gonna forget it. Unlike most modern vehicles, it doesn't look exactly the same as everything else on the road. The car has a soul, and that soul is blatantly and unapologetically a Ford Mustang. The interior is slick. Practically every feature is a retro throwback. From the deep dish gauges to the big chrome air vents, it's a refreshing escape from the futuristic styling of most of today's cars. Ford could have done better with the materials they use. There is a lot of hard plastic in here, but the newer Mustangs have definitely addressed this issue, and I don't think that some hard door panels should keep you from buying this car. Let's be honest for a second. 90% of the time someone buys a V6 as opposed to a V8 because of one sole reason. It's cheaper, and there's no problem with that. Everyone wants a GT, sure. I bought a GT and I loved it, but I bought that car solely for the reason of going fast and doing burnouts. I bought that car to do muscle car stuff in. And the fact of the matter is that most people aren't regularly doing muscle car stuff. My girl bought this car because it's an awesome looking convertible Mustang. It's a cruiser that she can take her friends out and have a good time in. And on top of that, it still performs better than most cars on the road. Her career requires her to drive a lot, and a good portion of that driving is through Atlanta city traffic. Yeah, a Mustang GT is a whole lot of fun, but constantly going to the gas station isn't. In her situation, a V6 starts making a lot more sense. Yeah, if you go the V6 route, some people might give you a hard time about it. So what? Those are grown adults who choose to spend their free time whining about other people's cars. Is that who you want to impress? I think the car community, including myself, has been a little bit too hard on the V6 Mustang. It's a great little car. Not everybody needs 300, 400, 500 horsepower to the rear wheels. The car's target audience is pretty much everybody. The whole point of the Mustang has always been to make driving fun, and this car does exactly that.